Alright guys, so I promise this is the last time you're going to see this makeup look, I promise. So in today's video, I am showing you how I do my brow routine. It's not really, I didn't really change my technique, just really the products that I'm using. I know a lot of you are interested in seeing how I get, like, how I do my eyebrows, so I figured why not. So if you're interested in seeing how I do my eyebrows, then just keep on watching. So to start the brows off, I do like to first just start by brushing through them. I'll make sure that they're nice and cleaned up. Like just go like underneath them with like a razor, just to make sure that there's no stray hairs. Mine are okay. I'm not really gonna touch them too much, but they're fine. So my favorite brow product at the moment is the NYX eyebrow gel. It's supposed to be waterproof. It's not smudge proof, but it does last very long. I'll just take some on the back of my hand, just like a little pea-sized amount, and not really pea-sized, but like this. And I use the brush that I use is like an e.l.f. It's called the e.l.f. Eyebrow Duo Brush. It has the spoolie on the end, and I really do love this brush because it's nice and thin. Another brush that you can use is what other brush do I like? This is really the only one that's like, it's nice. I have something in my eye. It's nice and affordable. I've used the Anastasia one before, but honestly this one's better. It's literally like the same thing. It's like more than half the price. So I do this. I'm going to start by outlining the bottom of my brow, and I just use short strokes. Try to draw too much outside of the line of my brow already, so I'm just kind of just gonna draw like along the natural part of my eyebrow. So to form the tail, I'm just going to do some quick strokes, and your eyebrow should stop literally, like you want to take the brush, go from the side of your nose and up, and that's where your eyebrow should stop. It should not go past that. So you're going to stop right there. I like to just wipe my brush off so all the product won't like collect on the brush. So I'm not going to start directly at the front of the brow. I'm just going to give myself just some space. So like right here is fine. And then just continue with the short strokes in outlining the brow. Alright, now I'm just going to start to create the arch of my eyebrow, and I'm just going to connect it to the tail that I made on the bottom. I'm just going to now fill in the rest of my eyebrow. Alright, and then you want to, this is one of the most important parts of doing eyebrows, you want to absolutely blend out the front of your eyebrow. I'll go back in if I see like any blank spaces and just fill it in. And just make sure that the product doesn't like cake up in one specific place. Alright, so this is what you should have. Alright, now I'm going to teach you how to basically clean up the brow and get that nice arched, freshly done eyebrow. So the concealer that I like to use, I like to usually use like a cream type concealer. This is the MAC Studio Finish Concealer, and I'm using the colors NW30 and NC35. For underneath the brow, I usually like to take a very thin angled brush like this, and then I'll just go directly underneath the brow, and I'm going to take the cooler tone color, and you want to make sure that you coat both sides of the brush and get it as thin as possible. And I'm going to go directly underneath the eyebrow and basically like sort of like outline and just clean up any mistakes that I may have made. I'm going to start at the bottom, I mean. I'm going to keep using the short strokes. I collect concealer like every time, like you'll kind of just get the hang of it. You'll know when you need to collect more concealer. Like once your brush feels like it's like quote unquote dry, I guess. I don't know, like I'll just pick up concealer every other stroke. You want the concealer to go in very nice, like nice and smooth. Now I'm going to blend that concealer down. Now I'm going to take a lip brush or a very, very small, like a thinner, you can, I know some brands call this like an eyeliner brush. I don't know if it's going to focus, but yeah. And I'm just going to go with the other side of the other concealer color. And of course coat both sides of my brush. And then just outline the top of the eyebrow. Once you do this, you'll kind of see if you need to like shorten your eyebrow or add more product. What I'm gonna do is just shorten my eyebrow just a little bit more. Alright, so this is basically it. And I'm just gonna take like a blending brush. This is a Flower Beauty, I think it might be like a concealer blending brush. And I'm just going to take that and just start blending my concealer. This is a very, very important part. You want to just blend it down onto the lid basically. And then for this part, you can really just go over this with foundation in the end, so you won't have like a harsh halo eyebrow. And you don't want to use a concealer that's too light for your skin tone, because it'll really make it look like really stand out. You want to make sure that you use like a chestnut type of color. Never use black on eyebrows ever. And always remember that eyebrows are sisters, they're not twins, so they're never going to be exactly the same. I'm going to do my other brow off camera and then come back and give you a few tips and tricks. Alright guys, so like I said, you really just have to practice. Just keep practicing doing your eyebrows. They're not going to be perfect. God knows that I went a couple years looking like the Hulk with my eyebrows. But yeah, make sure you never use black, anything black, black powder, black gel, black liner. Don't use black in your eyebrows. Do not do it, please. Use deep brown, dark brown, taupe. Taupe is a universal color if you're having a hard time finding the color. Taupe or deep dark brunette if you're dark skinned. But yeah, do like just really there's so many eyebrow tutorials out there. If you didn't enjoy mine, go watch somebody else's and like really, you know, like take your time, because the brows really do shape the face and they really make or break your makeup look. So definitely that's something that you need to get down. If you have any questions for me, you can always ask me. You can add me on like my social media accounts. Like I'm easier to reach like on Snapchat or Instagram. I'm always on those apps, so you can always get me on there. I'll leave all of my names down below. Make sure you like this video. It's very, very important that you like this video because it allows it to get out to more people. And yeah, you can also subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I would really, really appreciate that. Thank you guys for the support, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye, sparklets.